Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the Figure King, and today I'm going to be coming to you guys with a review. And this review is basically going to be the continuation of the Power Rangers Legacy line. I do have the rest of the Rangers here. I'm going to be reviewing them all for you, including the White Ranger. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so I'm basically going to be showing you the design of the figures. I won't be doing the articulation on these particular figures because I already reviewed 2 figures from this line. So if you want to check out the articulation, you can go ahead and check out those videos. So basically I'm going to be showing you guys the packages first. Okay, this is the Blue Ranger, and as you can see, the lighting on the boxes pretty much match the color of the Rangers. We got a picture of the Blue Ranger here, looking pretty dope. And of course, this is one of the figures that you could get to build the Megazord. He doesn't really come with any exclusive accessories, anything like that. He just comes with his blaster, his holster, and he comes with his Build-A-Zord piece. Of course, we got Legacy Collection, Blue Ranger, and these all say limited edition on the boxes. The only ones that don't are the Red Ranger and the Green Ranger. For what reason, I don't know. I guess because they won't be re-released. So, yep. And we got Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, Sabian right there on the front. Or Saban. And the side, you see him holding his blaster. And of course on the back we got all of the pictures of the Rangers here, and it pretty much shows what piece come with what Ranger. And these are the rest of series 2. So these are the Rangers in space. You get the Red Ranger, the Yellow Ranger, a Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger, Black Ranger, and Blue Ranger in series 2. And you can see there it says 4+, even though I would think this would be for an adult collector, but whatever. Okay. And here's the Yellow Rangers box. Of course, pretty much the same thing. Legacy Collection, Yellow Ranger, Mighty Morphin Power Ranger, Saban, limited edition, a nice picture there of the Yellow Ranger. Of course, we got the Build-A-Zord picture up top, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on the top of the box, and pretty much the same thing on the back, but she's actually from Wave 3. So we've got the Pink Ranger in space, the Blue Ranger in space, the Black Ranger in space, of course, the Yellow Ranger, and the White Ranger. Then we have the Pink Ranger. She was actually from the second wave. And like I said before, it's pretty much standard to the other ones, the other boxes. We got Legacy Collection, Pink Ranger, limited edition, of course. Saban's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Nice picture of the Pink Ranger. Build-A-Zord. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers up top, and on the back pretty much the same thing. Yellow Ranger in space, Red Ranger in space, Mighty Morphin Pink Ranger, Black Ranger, and Blue Ranger. And of course we have the White Ranger, Tommy Oliver. As you can see here, it says it comes with 1 exclusive accessory. He does not come with a Build-A-Zord piece. I think he probably should have come with something, you know, like his own Megazord, but they probably want to put that in a box. They probably wouldn't have been able to fit. Of course, Legacy Collection White Ranger, limited edition, Saban's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. A really dope picture of the Blue White Ranger there on that side of the box. Saban's Power Rangers up top. And on the top of the box, we got Saban's Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Of course, all the warning labels and all of that, that's on the other boxes. That's on all the boxes right there on that spot. It says 4+. And of course, this is a Bandai. This is brought to us by Bandai. And, oh, you can see his shoulder blade there. Of course, the pink, the blue, and the black Ranger in space, the yellow Ranger and the white Ranger. It says collect the Rangers and build the Dinozord. Of course, he doesn't come with the Dinozord part again. So yeah, guys, we're gonna go ahead and open these guys up and get a nice look at them. All right, guys, so a couple of things. Well, first of all, when I was taking the Pink Ranger out of her packaging, I kind of freaked out because I looked at the accessory that she had for the Build-A-Zord, which is an arm, and I thought, oh man, you know, they put the wrong piece in there, but it's not the wrong piece. She does come with the, believe it is the left arm of the Zord. And if you guys hear any noises like a kid in the background, don't be alarmed. That's my daughter. She's in the next room watching Boss Baby. Second thing is when I was taking the Yellow Ranger out, she had this little plastic piece kind of holding her waist in the packaging, and I took her out and I snapped her top off, the top of her abdomen, but it's okay, I didn't break it. She went right back together. So just be mindful of that when you guys are handling these. They are, if you're not careful, basically you can break them. So I'm gonna be showing you guys these three first, then I'm gonna be showing you the White Ranger. All right, guys, so I did kind of change my mind. I will be showing you guys the articulation. Oops. And I'm just gonna show you guys the way they look. I'm gonna kind of critique them, let you guys know what I think about them. So first, I'm gonna look at the Pink Ranger. So there's her head sculpt, not too bad. And again, I wish we could have gotten like alternate heads with these figures. That would have been a whole lot better, especially for the price point, you know, and those, their weapons as well. Of course, they all come with the blasters. They all come with the blasters, but they each had their own individual weapons that we didn't get, but the scaled down versions have them. And basically what I'm talking about is there's a line, I'm sure it's produced by Bandai as well. As a matter of fact, I'm almost positive it is, but I don't think it's a Legacy, it's in the Legacy line. Basically, they all come with the weapons. It's like a 2-pack. So you get like, say if we're doing the Pink Ranger, you get the Pink Ranger from the movie and the Pink Mighty Morphin Power Ranger. And they come with their weapons. And I mean, I think that was kind of a waste because we got the 6.5-inch figures here, you know, for those who collect the 6.5, you know, 6-inch line, or, you know, collect in that line, that scale. And we don't get that, you know, we don't get that, and I think we should. So, I mean, as far as like execution, as far as accessories go, yeah, I'm really disappointed in that. The sculpts are really nice though. Just giving a full 360 of the Pink Ranger here. As you can see, she's got some writing. You can't really see it. She's got some writing on the back of her skirt. Skirt's done really nice, actually. It's kind of split, but it's a soft, kind of solid plastic. Oh, I knocked Trini over. Yeah, as far as the paints go, the paint on her arm and the paint on her torso, it's like different shades. Like this is a little darker, and it's a bit shinier. Same with her legs. Her legs are the same color as her arms. And the blasters are pretty much the same, so I'm not going to show you guys those. As far as her power coin on her belt goes, it's not executed as well as I believe it could have been. I don't think they really, put that much thought into it, but I mean, for collectors, especially nostalgic collectors with, that are going to buy these, like those 90s kids like me, that's important, because, I mean, you're spending, these are $20 a piece, $20 a piece, and you get 7, individual. So they're $20 a piece, you get 7 figures. That's a lot. And, that just might, and I'm sure contrary to what they say, because I believe it was JC I heard say that the reason these were limited edition figures is because we weren't going to see another release on them. I don't believe that. Whenever the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers 2 movie comes out, I'm almost positive we're going to see another release in this line of these exact same figures. Hopefully we can get alternate head sculpts. That would be so amazing if they did that. If they do happen to do that, then I will be selling these for $15 a piece. So that was the Pink Ranger. And here's the Yellow Ranger. And it's pretty much the same with her. That paint's a little darker than the paint on her arms. Her power coin is you can kind of see the saber-toothed tiger, excuse me, on her power coin. You can kind of make out what that is. I don't know if you guys can see it, but yeah, there it is. And yeah, I mean, these are removable, by the way, and you can also take the blasters out, but I mean, they each get the exact same weapon, and that just makes the line just a little bland. Yeah. As far as the head sculpt goes, it's pretty accurate to what we see in the show. Boots, pretty much the same. Now, as far as these figures go, like I know in the original Power Rangers, there were multiple people to play these characters. I wonder if we will get, like, if they did do the alternate head sculpts of the actual people underneath the helmets, if we would actually get, like Trini or Aisha head sculpt, or maybe even both. Those are just ideas that I have. I'm almost positive we wouldn't get both. We'd be lucky to get even one. But, I'm just kind of ranting, because like I said, these hold a nostalgic value to me because I'm actually an 80s baby. I was born in 89. So I came up watching the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, and it was a pretty dope show. And I was very upset when they went to Power Rangers Zeo, even though I watched Zeo. And after Zeo, I just stopped watching Power Rangers altogether. But this is the Blue Ranger. Love their head sculpt. I always thought he had a cool looking helmet. Yeah, that's pretty dope. I even think the paint is accurate as well. Like on the eyes, it's gold. That's dope. That's dope. I don't remember exactly how his power coin looked. I don't know if that's accurate or not. But yeah, you guys can tell me. I think, wait, yeah. Yeah, okay, yeah. That's the head right there. So yeah, that is pretty accurate. So, okay, not bad with the execution on that one. I definitely don't remember how the Pink Rangers look. Yeah, that just looks like a bunch of mush, honestly. But yeah, here's the back of the figure. And like I said, on these it's the same. But you can't really tell on a Blue Ranger. They could be the same shade of blue. Because blue is just such a, blue is just one of those colors that you just can't tell. But I believe that's actually the same. I believe that's actually the same. And like I said, it's the same thing with the weapons. His holster removes from his side. This detaches right out of the belt. And you can remove the weapon. I'm not going to remove it because I just showed you guys. I just showed you guys on the Yellow Ranger. But yeah, I mean, as far as the paint goes, the paint's pretty clean. No real gripes about that. The diamonds are all pretty clean. No gripes there. Paint on the head's clean. And the mouth part, I mean, that's all good, you know. And I will be doing the Build a Megazord in a different video. So be on the lookout for that. Yeah, same thing, pretty clean. No real gripes about that. So as far as the articulation goes, I won't be showing you on the Blue Ranger because the guys I already showed you on the other ones. And it's all pretty much the same for the guys. So I'm going to use, because I know the Pink Ranger skirt's going to get in the way, I'm just going to go ahead and use the Blue Ranger. I mean, I'm sorry, not the Blue Ranger, the Yellow Ranger. So as far as the head goes, head moves down that much. She looks up that much, which is pretty cool. She can rotate her head all the way around. She can move her arms out that much. They rotate all the way around as well. There's a swivel in the bicep, single jointed elbow, wrist swivel, wrist peg. Of course, we got the ab crunch, crunches down that much, back that much. She can kick her leg out that much, which is okay. Oh, and it goes up a little more too. She can't move it back at all. And, you know, the Power Rangers are fighters. They're like ninjas. So those poses, like getting her into those, you know, kind of insane, crazy poses, I mean, you need that because, especially on the female characters, because they're more flexible than guys. She can rotate her waist right above the belt line, as well as the crunch, the ab crunch. And another thing I just noticed, her belt is actually white instead of silver. That's interesting. Didn't notice that before. So we got a thigh swivel. She can hit the splits that much. Double jointed knee. She can rotate her calf, and she has the ankle pivot and rocker. Okay, and it's pretty much the same with the Pink Ranger. She's in that silly pose. Pretty much the same with the Pink Ranger. But like I said, I'm not gonna do her because, oh, and they actually, I guess that's why they put those splits there in the skirt, so it'll be easier for you to like make her hit splits and stuff like that. But I don't think anyone would. But now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the White Ranger. All right, guys, here is the White Ranger. Honestly, like this figure. Now I'm gonna be honest, I don't like him as much as I like the Green Ranger. The Green Ranger is one of my, well, basically the Green Ranger is my favorite Power Ranger. Then it would be the Black Ranger. Then this guy. That's a toss up between this one and the White Ranger. I mean the Black Ranger, I'm sorry. So just looking at the figure, it's pretty much true to what we see in the show. When they designed the White Ranger, they wanted him to look different than what we saw before with the other Rangers. And that's definitely, they kind of did that as far as his helmet goes and his belt. I don't know what they were aiming for with that. It's basically just two squares put together. I mean, I don't know what they were, trying to go with there, but or what they were trying to go for. Yeah, so first what we're gonna do is we're gonna look at the accessories, and we're gonna go ahead and look at the White Ranger a bit more. So this is a holster that nothing goes into. Confused as to why they included this with nothing that would go in it. Saba, his talking sword doesn't go in here. It's much too. Oh wait, there's an opening. So okay, yeah, I guess he would go in there. That's pretty dope. Yeah, I was just about to start bashing him, but I didn't see that little split right there. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so this basically plugs into his side. And I mean, that's cool because he actually has a place to store his sword. Of course, the Green Ranger, he never did in the show, but that's actually where Tommy stored this guy. Now, this is one of my favorite parts of this figure. Saba looks incredible. The detail on this sword is amazing. Funny story, I remember when I was a kid, my cousin had one of these, and it talked and everything. So I know they re-released it about a year or so ago, about a year ago, maybe a few months ago. My cousin actually had the original one, so that was pretty dope, and I was super jealous of him. But yeah, as you can see, the blade has got those ridges in it. Kind of get some focus on it. The blade's got those ridges in it, and I mean, you got the handle with the nice ridges, and it's just dope. Oops. Dropped them. There we go. And then, of course, you got Saba's head with the red eyes. And they get in on the eyes. That's dope. That's dope. They really painted this sword really nicely. And of course, now I don't know how Saba goes in here. I know he does go in here though. I don't know if it's this way or the other way, maybe like that. I can't remember. I haven't seen Mighty Morphin Power Rangers in literally years. So, well, actually, I was watching it. I was watching the first season not too long ago, but they hadn't introduced the White Ranger yet. So I'm just gonna say his sword goes like that. If I'm wrong, you guys can please comment and let me know. But yeah, that's the sword. And if you guys want to know how he holds it, you can kind of open his hand up a little bit and kind of put Saba in there like that. So as you can see, he holds it really nicely. They really outdid themselves. I didn't know we were going to be getting the White Ranger. So this was a huge surprise to me. And I just so happened to actually find it. Well, not find it. I ran into it at, I believe, Walmart. I was either at Walmart. Yeah, it was at Walmart or Walgreens. One of the other. It was one of the walls. But I ran into it and I had to get it. Like, I knew if I passed up on it, I wasn't going to see it again. So, and this was right after I found out about it. Like a day or two, not even a week after I found out about it. So, yeah, so right here, you can see, looking at his head sculpt, the teeth on the supposed to be wide open mouth are there. Paint on the head is pretty clean. We got some things in the shoulder pads, and these are not removable. I thought they were, but they're actually plugged into his chest. So yeah, so nope, not removable. It would have been dope if they would have been, but like I said, they're not gonna give us that much detail in these figures. Yeah, so a little crest on the front, or the logo on the front of his chest, on his shield. It's pretty cool. And the reason why the White Ranger never had a blaster was because Saba actually could shoot lasers out of his eyes. I always thought that was really dope. Man, the White Ranger, they tried their best to make the White Ranger better than the Green Ranger, but I still love the Green Ranger. So here's a, and these joints are really cool because you can snap them out. They snap right back in. So don't be alarmed. I didn't break the White Ranger. So as far as the head goes, he looks down that much. He looks up that much. He does have waist swivel. He crunches down that much. This does kind of get in the way. His shoulder pads, or yeah, chest pad. Crunches back that much. He can move his arms out that much. He does have the bicep swivel. Double jointed elbow. He has a swivel in the forearm, as well as the wrist swivel. And yeah, the wrist really swivels. It splits that much. He does have the thigh joint, so he can rotate his thighs pretty good. Double jointed knee. We got that good old calf swivel. And if you're wondering if this is a separate piece, it's not. It's just the upper part that moves. This is attached to this part, the bottom of his leg. And of course we got some ankle pivot, and it does rock. So here's the part of the video where I rank these figures. We're gonna give the Yellow Ranger, I'm gonna give her a, I really don't know what I want to give the Yellow Ranger. I guess I can give the Yellow Ranger a 8 or a 7.5. That's pretty generous. Pink Ranger gets an 8. Blue Ranger gets an 8. And the White Ranger, since he has Saba, and I love the detail that they put into Saba, I'm actually going to give him a 9 or 8.5, 8.5, 9, something like that. And stay tuned for that, or be on the lookout for that Build a Zord video that will be coming to you guys soon. Figure King out.